Is a custom wig worth the money?
No. I personally don't.
Blunt, no.
I don't think so. And again, it depends on like who you're talking to.
Mm-hmm.
My experience is, generally speaking, people with custom wigs wait a very, very long time, and they also don't know what you're going to end up with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're bound and determined that you want a custom wig, a couple things. I would always get in writing at the time of purchase exactly like the timeline. You know, people look. Nobody's trying to cheat you because of the timeline. Like, but you need to know within a reasonable amount of time when you'll get it.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the other thing. If they're doing customizing and you're able to choose the hair, I always tell my customers, take a little ponytail of the hair home with you, because you may not see the wig for 3 months, for 5 months, for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
It could take a really long time, especially because of COVID and production in China, shipping. Yeah. So take some of the hair home with you that you've chosen with the person who's making the wig. A lot of times people will say, this isn't what I chose, because they have something in their mind that 3 months ago, that's what they think they picked out, and it really is what you picked out,
mm-hmm.
that you don't remember. Or sometimes mistakes get made, and then you end up with a wig which really isn't the hair that you ordered. And so for your protection and her protection, I would always keep some of the hair. Customization, like a custom wig, basically means that, you know, what they do is they're gonna measure your head. They're gonna make a wig just for you that fits your head perfectly. You're gonna choose the hair, and they're gonna sew in the hair. Mm-hmm. Usually production is done in China, even if the wig is an amazing wig, because very, very few wig makers do it here. And when you're talking about good quality hair on a custom wig, you're talking probably $3,500 and up. Mm-hmm. So because I generally feel like, you know, if your budget is endless and you're not going to be devastated, then it's fine. Mm-hmm. But for a lot of people, they'll save for 4 years, right? And it's like 2 months of mortgage, or a month of mortgage, depending on what you're doing. And sometimes it doesn't come out exactly the way you want. And if you've spent so much money on the wig, like for me, if I spent that much money on a wig, I'd want it to like do my dishes and put my kids to bed. So, you know, so like you're expecting perfection, and nothing is perfection, no matter how much you spend. So that's one thing. And I also don't find that they necessarily last any longer than a regular wig. Most of the ready-made wigs that we sell with a little bit of customization, right, like, I just don't think it's worth it. Plus, you won't have to wait a year for it. Yeah. Now, if you are bound and determined, there are a couple of different places I would recommend that you go. But again, we're really talking about probably starting around the 5s. Okay. So wow. I think, like I said, like if it's really important and that's what you want to do, you do. You just need to be like mindful, talk to other people, make sure what you're buying. A lot of times, also, unfortunately, I've seen this too. Sometimes people go into the wig shops and they'll tell you, oh, we're gonna order a custom for you, and then it comes in 2 weeks later. It's not a custom. They just ordered it from the factory in your color, but then you're being told, oh, it's custom for you and you need to keep it. So anytime anybody is making you a custom wig, you should always be able to see the hair before it's sent in to be put into the wig. And that's kind of that's a true custom. Like, find out also, what does custom mean? Like, when they say custom, what does that mean?
That's really good to know.
Yeah.
I did not know any.